Once again, I'm with Black Bigot, Lamont at large. I never know what to call him.
Who knows?
We're in Haletown. Haletown or Halestown?
Haletown.
Haletown at the Hales Bar Dam. And Steven here is going to give us a personal tour of this amazing historic dam. So you stick around, this is going to be interesting. So really quickly, here's some information about this dam while you're watching some drone footage. The Hales Bar Hydroelectric Dam was completed in 1913 and at one time consisted of a 1,000-foot spillway that crossed the Tennessee River. The original locks still remain on the other side, however, the spillway was demolished many years ago. Almost from day one, Hales Bar Dam was plagued by leaks. In fact, in 1931, a study revealed that the dam was leaking at a rate of 1,000 cubic feet every second. And after spending millions of dollars on failed repairs, the entire dam was shut down in 1967 and replaced by the Nickajack Dam 6 miles upriver. The most interesting thing about this dam is the tunnel that crossed the river from one side of the dam to the other and was regularly used by not only dam workers but children on their way to and from school. In fact, 2 of those children are believed to have died in a tunnel flooding accident. Actually, Hales Bar Dam is known for many deaths, and it has become a popular building for ghost hunting. The history of this dam is extremely interesting, so we are going to get inside this building, inside the tunnels, and see what this place looks like now, all these years later.
This is the generator room. In this room, it had 14 hydroelectric generators. You can actually see the circles in the concrete where they used to be. They stood about 12 feet tall, and they were installed in 1910. So this part we're standing in was built in 1913 by a private company called Tennessee Electric Power Company. This dam predates TVA.
Oh, wow.
This addition was added by TVA in 1949. Look at the ceiling in here. Don't see any leaks, do you?
No.
It's 14-inch thick reinforced concrete roof. The building looks beautiful. Then you get to government. That is almost 40 or 30 years newer. The roof is leaking everywhere, and it's just ugly blocks.
How far down does it go?
This goes down to the first floor. We're on the 6th floor right now. You're heading down to the 5th. So the stairwell goes down 60 feet.
Look, so what are these down here?
You're looking, the closest one that you see is turbine number 8. The furthest one away from you is turbine number 7. Wow. So the hydroelectric turbines are still there. And they go down 4 more floors below you.
Just in case you couldn't hear Steven talking, these are the old turbines still in here.
They've been flooded since 1968.
Well, you said those big circles in the floor where you guys are, you can see where it was cut through, right?
Yep, they actually paved over the holes back in 75 so that this area could be used for storage. You know, when TVA first sold it, they were just giant holes.
That's a danger. And it was 5 floors down, right?
Yep. That stairwell goes all the way down to the first floor.
You got anybody ever go scuba diving down there?
One group tried to back before we took possession of the dam, but once you start swimming down there, visibility gets to about 6 inches.
Oh, okay.
So they were just able to stay above the water. You can see right there where the water gets considerably darker. Right there is the turbine housing for turbine number 15, and then 16 is down there.
So how much deeper is that then?
So you can tell right here is maybe gets to about 2 feet deep. Right there goes down 80 feet. 80.
Wow. 80 feet deep.
And in the second turbine housing, we actually have a whirlpool.
I heard about that. The suck, they called it, right? The suck?
Well,
or was
technically the suck was a whirlpool that this dam got rid of that was 4 miles upriver.
And Native Americans knew about it, right?
Oh yeah, they actually had a legend saying that if you got too close to the whirlpool that you would see the faces of your ancestors and they would pull you in.
Wow.
A little bit small right now, but it's a grower, not a shower.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest we saw in the springtime was about 8 feet wide and 1 meter deep.
That's very cool.
Up here is our infamous catwalk. This is where, on the Ghost Adventures episode, they actually picked up a figure, a shadow figure on the thermal camera walking away from one of the cats.
Oh, all right. And you said again, this is at its deepest 80 feet?
Yep, right there in the center, it goes down 80 feet.
Wow.
You can actually see right there.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
And then it's shallow again.
Yeah, where
it's the edge of the turbine housing. Past that goes down 80 feet.
Wow. Let me see this. Oh wow.
Hey now.
Jeez. Kids used to swim back here, back in the 70s and 80s in here, or not? They used to jump off of this?
Well, they'd have trouble with that because what you don't notice is about 8 inches below the water level right here, the floodgate is still there.
Oh, wow.
So, you'd think you'd be jumping into deep water, but it'd be like, jumping 35 feet into a kiddie pool.
Gotcha. So this going down here.
This goes all the way down to the first floor.
Oh, that's crazy. It's lower than this. Well, you would think it would be the same level just because it's right near each other, but it's all contained.
Oh yeah. And right here you can actually see the doorway to the 5th floor. But just look how high that door is, and then look how high this mud is. Just to see how much of the dam itself is covered in this mud from being underwater for 53 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right, you can see the little fish swimming around.
This crane is blowing me away. It's 30 ton, you said?
Yep. Which includes these 2 massive I-beams that the crane can move back and forth along.
Yeah, that's impressive. Jeez. So this door weighs how much?
About a ton.
Whew. And it looks to be about, what, 12, 13 feet high?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
You can see by the what is left of the electronics.
That's
While
cool.
your normal breaker would have somewhere between 120 to 240 volts running through them, these ones have 6,600 to 7,500 volts.
It's pretty good.
This one was probably installed in the early 60s, late 50s.
Oh,
It's a potential transformer built by General Electric, and that thing had a constant charge of around 6,600 volts.
It was probably humming all the time, right?
Oh yeah. Its job was to take the erratic power fluctuations coming from the turbines and make it more streamlined.
Mm-hmm.
This writing was actually put here in 1913 for the workers. This one's more faded, but the further in you go, the more visible they are.
It says, look at your
disconnects.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, notes left for the workers. And this one right here is my personal favorite, though it's probably because the water leaking out of the electrical socket.
Keep your mind on your business.
Something people need to do a whole lot more nowadays.
That's true. I wouldn't be plugging anything into that outlet anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. And here you can actually see this is part of the fire suppression system.
Ah, yeah.
Yep, you open it up, turn it from auto to open. The moment you did that, every single fire door in the dam would slam shut.
Wow. Are these arrows here so you don't get lost?
Yeah, but people still do.
So what was the main purpose for this tunnel? Was it for the kids?
No, so this tunnel was actually built for running electrical conduit.
Okay.
Where the office is now, there was actually a steam plant that had 2 massive chimneys.
Okay.
And that generated half of the power for the dam.
Gotcha.
So the dam generated half the power it produced, and the steam plant produced the other half.
Okay.
So this was a way to run the electrical conduit.
So we're walking with no lights on at all. I do have the light on a little bit just so you can kind of see something. Is it me or is this wall getting wider?
No, it stays the same size.
Oh, okay.
Is that a dog?
There should
What?
be a dog in here. Did you hear that whistle?
I'm not even joking.
No, I'm not joking either. I think I saw it move too. And I don't do that stuff.
This is the most haunted part of the dam, right?
I swear to God.
Dude, I saw it moving too, and I don't do that stuff. I don't mess around with that. It did look like a dog for a second. I don't know, maybe it's a chair or something, dude. That's crazy.
How would it move on its own?
It might have just been yeah, I think it's a chair, but I think it was the way we were moving. See?
Oh, okay.
Dude, it looked like, I thought I saw it move too.
I thought it was like spitting, like doing something.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and here's something else pretty cool. Insulators circa 1965, still in original boxes.
That is really cool. Jeez.
You've honestly had any like weird,
Oh yeah, I'm the one that guides all the paranormal tours, so
so you know where things have been, where you've heard things and what have you.
heard things, seen things, watched things move without anyone touching them. Things thrown at people. I mean, you know, this place earned its fourth most haunted here.
After you, sir.
All right.
Go on ahead.
No problemo. Definitely not my first tunnel. No, I'm sure this is really cool at night.
Oh yeah.
You get a
Ties the entire archive, but it's been a process.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Tons of insulators. It's amazing to see the size of these versus like when you see old railroad beds and trains, they're so small. Different things here.
Now do watch your step because there are little pieces of rebar sticking out. Oh yeah. Now, you said that you liked going to graveyards.
Oh yes.
All right, well, if you follow me, I actually have something that I'd like to tell you.
Oh,
So, I got a job for you. You see this missing paint chip right here?
Yeah.
Put your hand right there. All right, so you want me to tell you why I'm asking you to put your hand on a random spot on the wall?
Sure. What?
3 inches behind where you are touching, there are 2 bodies buried in the wall of the dam.
nice.
And they have been buried there since 1907.
Wow.
Why are they buried here? What happened?
Well, let's just say it was not an accident.
Oh, okay.
You know,
There you go.
They were throwing one of the workers in because he had wronged other members of the crew, and he broke his arm restraints and pulled one of the assailants in with him. We actually had a piece of equipment out that was able to scan through the concrete for crevices. And
then you
they're
can actually
still-
see it.
Well, their bodies have since decayed and it's filled up with calcium since this entire dam is made out of limestone.
Wow. Breaks bodies down. So.
Yeah, so now it's more like a calcium fossil. But their fossils are still holding on to one another to this day.
Skeletal remains of a bird right here. Steven's trying to tell us that there are 2 huge snakes living in here.
Here's hell.
He's got the picture to prove it.
I walked in on him having a meal
Hang
time.
on, this will adjust. Wow, what's it eating?
A bird.
There you go. All right.
That is Hell Senior. Hell Junior is smaller. And the last time we saw him, it was actually in this room.
Okay. Do they move around a lot?
Oh yeah, they roam the structure as they seem fit.
The door is amazing. Whew. Yeah, I love old stuff like that. Where does this go to, this door?
There's a second entrance.
Oh, okay.
You could call this room next door the brain of the dam.
Look at that. Gorgeous. Look at that.
Yep, the old control panel for the dam. And you can see the plaque right there. Generator number 2, differential relay phase speed.
Oh my gosh.
All the electronics were taken from this dam and installed in Nickajack Dam.
Oh, wow.
That is 2-inch thick marble.
Oh yeah, you can see how thick it is with this hole.
Oh,
2-inch
you
thick
can see
marble.
Right here where the paint's missing.
That is amazing. Oh yeah, it's super smooth.
At the time, marble was cheaper than ceramic or porcelain and held up better than other stones. So they just made all the electrical panels out of marble.
That's incredible. And this is, you said, like 1913, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can actually see right here some of the writing.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is, at least at the minimum 53 years old.
Yeah. So they wrote that to remind like where things go, right? When they were installing it. Yeah. Were these numbers and letters hand painted?
Yep.
Jeez. Look at that. Man, they don't make that stuff anymore. That's awesome.
These are fire doors. And there used to be a chain that would run from here to a little device that was on the top of this.
I gotcha.
So whenever a fire broke out, it would push those up, and this can and the other one down there would fill the rooms with compressed CO2.
Wow.
And whenever that happened, this fire door and every single other fire door in the entire dam would do this. Slamming shut, compartmentalizing the fire, and allowing it to fill with to fill with CO2 to smother it out.
Pretty impressive. Man.
This is the observation deck for the dam. And here you can get a nice up and close view of the crane.
Oh yeah. What's with the boat? It was
The
just
boat
in here.
is one of those one of the pieces of trash that was in here that was sadly too large for us to get out, so we just kind of embraced it.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this whole unit would move all the way across that room, right? On those gears.
And it actually has rails on the top of these I-beams so that the crane here could move back and forth along that as well.
And this was for servicing the generators?
Yep, they could literally lift up the entire generators and set them on the old rail. You can see the rails still remain down there. The rail system used to run all the way through and had an electric cart. Yeah, just don't, just step off and go straight down, because there is a walkway about 2 feet under the water.
Oh, no, I would go full force.
Okay, then yeah, you'd be fine. Alrighty, so when Ghost Adventures were here, they came in and saw this wheel spinning, and they're like, whoa, what is that? That wheel's spinning on its own.
That's amazing. It's spinning on its own.
This is a ventilation duct. When wind blows in this way, it spins the fan in here that causes the wheel to rotate since it's on the same axis. So take that, Zach Bagans.
Makes sense. Very cool.
Those were the light switches for separate grids. And for the plaques that you can kind of read, General Electric.
Oh, all right. GE. Look at that.
Plus, this does have one of the best views in the whole dam.
That is a nice view.
And here's the important question. How good is your screen?
Oh, he's got a good one.
Oh, yeah.
You see all those poor people out there on those rental cabins minding their own business?
Yeah.
See that open window?
Oh, that's good.
Yep, give it everything you got.
Hey!
No, you got to go for it. You're on video
I'm
here.
talking about a full-on...
Hey!
Like,
Dude, that echoed through this building. So funny.
I'm like a banshee.
So that's it for the Hales Bar Dam. Stephen was nice enough to walk us all the way through this place. Pretty incredible. So big thanks to Stephen. And if you want to come over and take a tour of this place yourself, you are welcome to do that. But me and Lamont are going to get out of here. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. It's
All
very
right.
interesting here.
Unfortunately, we did not see the snakes. We didn't really see too many insects. It would have been cool to see some really nasty big insects.
Just birds, that was it.
But although there is this insect right here, this spider that Lamont seems to have taken a liking to. What do you think of that?
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. Oh my, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Help me!
Lamont, see you later. I'm out of here.